Son, let me tell you something, right? This Lil Yachty project, I don't know what to do. I really don't, cause I low key will just prefer to put out a review for it, a review only. But I guess I'm gonna do both because, good God, man, I really wanna enjoy this, you know. So it just sucks because I know. You say one little thing and then somebody gonna look in the comments, they're gonna be like, oh, you can't say anything about Lil Yachty. If you don't like everything in this album, then you're hating. So
shut the fuck up.
We're just gonna hop into it. I wish I was drunk. I wish I was high. I wish I was on drugs and drunk. Before you say it, yes, I already know Lil Yachty caters to a demographic of people who don't even care about lyrics. That's fine. That doesn't mean that the dude doesn't sound like Meat Wad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We're gonna listen to it anyway. Hopefully his boat doesn't sink in this. He's wearing it around his neck, so let's hope he stays afloat. Track number 1, Self-Made. I'm about to kill myself.
Bought myself a chain, kept it short cause I ain't know she a bitch, but I'm up first cause I'm called deals. Niggas that took my gang from the county to the mall. She ride it like a broom. What is she, a witch? I didn't expect anything more. I really expected him to heavily abuse that bass. That's kind of what Teenage Emotions was. It was beautiful production, but not so great on the subject matter or any kind of entertainment vocally from what Lil Yachty was doing. And like I said, you don't have to be lyrical. You don't have to be a Kendrick Lamar. You don't have to be a Joey Badass, but entertain in some way. Track number 2, Boom, featuring Ugly Guy. I finally realized why you niggas hating. Niggas ain't getting no money.
I'm sure that's why.
Take that little bitch to the room. My niggas walking with sticks. Boom, boom,
Huh? I want to like it. And he was good. He was good. He was going, right? He was cool, but it's only so many booms I can take before I'm just like, why? He wouldn't stop. Like, he knew if he gave me like 1 or 2 more booms, I was gonna blow up.
These niggas head on my bitch. Fuck that fuck up. Fucking I dick nigga love me like cheese grits. As long as 4 fish sticks.
I like the concept, you know. You touch my chain, you touch this, you touch that, boom. With my fist, boom. With a gun, boom, boom, boom. It's going down if you do any of the above. It's all right, you know. You know. Track number 3, Oops, featuring 2 Chainz and what's that say?
Never did nothing, now y'all dumb like the rap brother, but bring him, then my brother follow up, that's the double thinking. Ride around town in all white coats, gang a bad bitch, blow a nigga like you. Time on the clock, can't get it back. Where you niggas at? So the pussy was sanitized. She left her thumb, try to sabotage. Bitch, you know I got a man. I got my pockets on country cane. Fuck a nigga, bitch, I'm like, oops, oops. Feel sis, diamonds all real sis. Your daughter, my gutter, bitch.
None of this goes together. You're just saying shit at this point. None of this goes together. Is it that hard to look while you're going in the booth and just say, oh, even if my shit's stupid, maybe I could still make it cohesive? You're going from pregnancy to your ice. Kill you, huh? Track number 4, Talk to Me Nice. No.
Push the late, no Jason. Ace. I see my M's in the Mason logo. Got a white bitch, but I call her Coco. Sun so dark, I done from the photo. 20 years.
1,000 just for some shoes. Put it on the sprinter. Shoot at the Alpha Cloud. Pull up to
the Empire. Young rich nigga, I inspired, and I need that. Never asked no one for feedback.
I guess that track wasn't that bad. I mean, Lil Yachty kept his talk in the end of the track cohesive. He was rapping about his come up, rapping about where he is, his label being the Empire, him getting money, him getting women, you know, pretty standard stuff, but he kept it thematic. He kept it, he kept it consistent. Track number 5, Get Money Bros, and is that Tee Grizzley? Good God.
Burn his ass off like a skillet. All this shit talking online gonna kill it. Though them niggas that pussy pretty, but I still gotta sniff it. Whole thing got Chainz on our call, that certificate. Ooh, where your money, little nigga?
Pussy pretty, but I still gotta sniff it. What the oh, God. Yo, what the fuck? Shit's crazy, yo.
3 million, I got that in cash. 400K, got that in gold. Crib came with a sauna. Bean came on the max. nigga brains in his lap. He was driving chopper, put him in the back.
Oh!
Everybody runs.
No, bring back Tee Grizzley. No, I don't want to hear you. Shut up. I really like Tee Grizzley's performance on that track. Dude was spitting. Dude kept his subject matter consistent. Like I said, you could be a street rapper. You don't have to be a Kendrick to be entertaining. Just be on the track. Have some charisma. Have some flow about yourself. Have some aggressiveness. And most importantly, don't sound like you come out of a Rugrats cartoon. Track number 6, Count Me In.
This shit was Vietnamese. Crew of bitches popping parties, A's and tripples, eating that like a burger. She said it's sweet. She said it's sweet.
What the fuck? You know what the production of this track tells me is that these YouTubers and Lil Yachty really aren't that different. This sounds like a fucking DDG track. If he can make a track like this, why do I want someone who says that they're from like the Empire label QC and then is delivering YouTube level tracks? Hey, y'all tell me what you like about that track. I mean, to me, I like the abuse of the bass always gets me, but it's literally just abuse of the bass that I like about that song, and that's it, you know? So, hey, you can let me know what you like about it. I don't give a fuck. Track number 7, She Ready, featuring PnB Rock. I don't know how to describe this at all. Hey, I like this track for PnB Rock. Lil Yachty harmonizes. He brings the song together too. I like his vocal. I like his yelping in the background. I think it adds this nice little, nice little innocence to the track to me. I think this is the lane that Yachty excels in. I think when he's trying to do all this other trap Atlanta style music, and he's trying to be kind of aggressive over it, just comes off as very forced, and him trying to exist in a lane that he didn't come into this industry being. He wasn't trying to be a trap rapper when he came out. I guess the appeal to Lil Yachty was that he was making music that was kind of melodic and kind of yelpy and kind of innocent. Like, that's where I could see some of the appeal in Yachty being found. And he was a little witty and a little bit funnier earlier on, but now it's kind of just like, and this track kind of gave me some of that innocence, some of the reason why I could see why Lil Yachty was preferred in the first place. But the majority of this track list, it's like, what you doing? Those beats before were so colorful, just like this one. They were so melodic. They were so saturated in just playfulness. Track number 8, Love Me Forever.
Make you fall in love by the time you gone. I ain't tryna play with you, baby, I'm too grown.
I don't know what that was. Don't do that again. Track number 9, That's Cap.
My young nigga keep scrap. Draw with the scrap on his lap.
This beat is hard.
In the Bentley, and ain't got no ceiling. You mad like you're feeling. Bitch, I ain't written. I hop in the Bentley, and ain't got no ceilings. You mad like you're feeling.
Please give me. Maybe Joyner Lucas can remix this track, because this beat is incredible. Yachty is just not the rapper for it. I feel like Lil Boat 1 was just so much more playful, so much more charismatic in my opinion. This is just like a wannabe Atlanta styled album. That's all it is. Track number 10, Pop Out.
Pull up with sticks, pull up with sticks. I on the hip, yo, I turn a 2 to a 6. Anyway, why you come on? Diamonds in the ear like a Q-tip, bitch, give me top with them duck lips, Them boy ain't scared of me, I'm geeked up on comments out of me. Hair pussy, give me allergies. Bitch, I don't shop in no gallery.
What? You know what's crazy is the rappers he's trying to sound like actually rap better than he does. So when you're coming off like those rappers and you're having zero to talk about, there's not one funny or witty bar in here. And like I said, I don't need him to have bars. I just do something, huh? It's like a less exciting, less charismatic, less original, less Yachty Lil Boat, but like an okay sort of version of most recent album to some extent. It's like in between the two. It's bad if you compare it to Lil Boat, but it's okay if you compare it to Teenage Emotions. Track number 11, NBAYoungBoat. Oh Lord.
Get up, fuck nigga, hoe nigga. I don't fuck with broke niggas. Always held my own since I jumped up off the post. You ain't know, now you know, nigga. I take 4-4.
pretty okay track. Like it because Lil Yachty on this track, despite his poor lyrics, manages to like ride the beat well enough, and I like how he, you know, raps over every bass drop. Yeah, NBAYoungBoy acts in a similar way. I think he kind of takes control of what the track is supposed to sound like melodically, if that, I don't know if that's a word. Track number 12, Mickey, featuring Offset and Lil Baby.
At the back street, running through the patch like a track meet. Pull up with two pistols on me max speed. Now with the sticks out, special weeks all about the Ricks out. These niggas rats don't Mickey Mouse. These niggas weird and they talk too much. All these niggas down, got a 100 on your hand, or you reached out.
This is like remedial rapping, it really is. Offset's flow in the beginning it exactly mirrors his Ric Flair drip flow. Lil Baby does Lil Baby's thing. It just doesn't do anything for me, you know? Like, I like it. It's the Atlanta trap sound. It just doesn't do anything for me. It falls on deaf ears coming from Lil Yachty. Track number 13, FWM. I think that means fuck with me.
How about the whip, get a glimpse of my new bitch, YX6 and one with sawed off. Niggas around me go commando, yeah. Bought the 2 hoes in the Lambo, yeah. Paint on the face like Rambo, yeah.
Whoa. Huh? Whoa. First of all, fucking pause. Second, I don't care about that. But after all the talk you do about having sex with everybody's girl on this album, to say all the dudes around you are going commando is kind of a contradiction, Yachty. You just okay with that too. Hey, y'all. Can I join? Huh? It is what it is at this point. Like, I don't even know why I'm still breathing. Track number 14, Flex.
Digging in like a power drill. I might cop a crib with a back, got a Ferris wheel. You look just like a fucking boy. Flex for the flex.
All right, my guy. I fucking get it.
Boys hate cause you suck, boy. Hate cause you suck.
Track number 15, Whole Lotta Guap.
That's how I thought it, yeah. Chop it, came with a drum kit. I hit it just for the kicks. Guap. I get a whole lot of guap. Whole lot of guap.
It is what it is, you know. I'm not. What? He gets a whole lot of guap. He's talking about his life. It's expected. I just, you know, for tracks like this, I think one of the things that really irritates me about listening to this song all the way through is kind of knowing that the hook is so basic. Like, why even have a hook if it's gonna sound like the rest of your verse? There's nothing interesting or catchy about the hook either. It's just bare. The instrumental gets boring quick because there's no change in it really at all. Track number 16, Baby Daddy, featuring Lil Bump.
I'm finna fuck, beat it till I fall asleep. Yeah, baby daddy a sucker, ayy. Yeah, baby daddy a buster, ayy. Shoot out the roof, no aim. Shoot out the roof, no aim. And then you go kiss her. Yeah, I walked in and I'm dripping this Fiji. Too much I saw me, the doctor come see me. Niggas hate on me, on my car foreign, I'm living life. Fuck 5 hoes, I ain't got a wife. Bust out on the
Pump was going off.
black bitch, niggas to eat more. Shooting dice and niggas shoot a free throw. Yeah, baby daddy a sucker, ayy. Yeah, baby.
You know what this track did for me? It helped me appreciate Lil Pump. Because hearing Lil Pump and Lil Yachty on the same track, I now see why people prefer Pump, or why people like Pump. Of course, his subject matter and his lyrics are nothing to stand out. They're not crazy at all. They're nothing crazy or special. But when you hear the both of them on this track, you realize the contribution that could have been made by someone like Lil Pump versus someone like Lil Yachty. Lil Pump was so much more energetic, charismatic, and melodic on this beat that you think about him on all of these tracks and you're like, wait a minute, what would he sound like on these? Lil Yachty's contribution vocally to these tracks is so bare sometimes that it's like, why even make it? The hooks are not enjoyable. And that's what it feels like. There's no energy from Yachty on this project. It just feels very bare. It feels like very let's get this album done. Let's get 17 tracks done so we can stream the number. Like, all of that. It just seems like Yachty placed strategy over enjoyability for this album. He knew, based off music that came out in 2017, what appealed to the masses instead of what appealed to his audience with Lil Boat. Track number 17, 66 featuring Trippie Redd.
Ayy, bulling on the block, I got my Glock out. Ayy, I just put up in a Juventus. In 2016, I send me keep it tough. Bad bitch,
All right, man. So, in hearing this album, right, and hearing what is, I really appreciate people like Trippie Redd and Lil Pump a lot more, because they offer not only energy but melody, you know. And while that isn't the most enjoyable aspect of a song, especially in my opinion, I need a lot more to entertain me. When compared to Lil Yachty, you realize why these artists excel in certain regions and why people have preferences to their music over Lil Boat. I like Yachty, and I like that he's keeping his subject matter to what he knows and what he's been experiencing, but on this project it's so bare and so repetitive that it really doesn't need to be 17 tracks. Some of the album, you can tell he's trying to, or taking heavy inspiration from the Migos. I mean, he's definitely on the same label as them, especially with the Atlanta style, like, trap flavor that he's been giving over all of this project. Some of the artists that Yachty is featured with, they kind of help you understand where Yachty is lacking. Like, the features do more of the standing out than Yachty does. And I can say that with a good portion of the tracks that are on here, like the one with NBAYoungBoy. There was one track on here with Offset, definitely the one with Lil Pump, definitely that last one with Trippie Redd. It makes Yachty's contribution to the project so minuscule and minute when you hear the features, because they handle it way better than he does. And some of the people that he tries to emulate, I can imagine, would destroy the track in ways that he could not on this project. There's a difference between the Atlanta style trap flavor that Yachty's toting all over this project and those same beats being boring, because these beats definitely aren't boring. They come across boring because Yachty's the one rapping over them. I guarantee you, with a track like Count Me In, a rapper who's got that charisma, who's got that flow, who's got that way about him, could make that track into an instant banger. The production from whoever is producing this project takes a real backseat and looks, these tracks are wasted on Lil Yachty, because I doubt that people are even gonna listen to this project who are hip hop heads, who are lyricists that want to look at this and say, I want to rap over that. These beats end up being wasted on Lil Yachty because there's a very low chance of them being remixed. The tracks on here where Lil Yachty does the best, in my opinion, is the feature with PnB Rock, where it's a very colorful production. Yachty comes across very innocent on this track. He's not really trying to appeal to that many different demographics other than his own, the one that he's cultivated. I wouldn't necessarily say I miss that bubblegum kind of music that he used to make, but it was definitely comparable to this. This is just an artist trying to be other artists on very, I guess you can say, standardized production, because Atlanta style trap beat and trap flavor is the standard for a lot of music these days. A lot of music that's popular because people like the Migos have popularized it. When Lil Pump is one of the best parts of your album, you need to do something else. The Migos features were really basic and really forgettable, especially Quavo. It's getting to the point where Quavo is just like that guy who's there. Yachty is like the dude who heard Migos rap one time and decided to become a rapper after that. Here, he's kind of trying to be that, and not only are his vocals falling on deaf ears, his lyrics are trash. He's emulating a style that's already becoming stale. The hooks are dry, the melodies aren't that crazy. There's like 2 tracks on here, I would say, where we get some of that Lil Boat, some of that Yachty charisma, some of that Yachty energy, but on most of this, it doesn't happen. And I said politics earlier because he's playing the streaming game, putting 17 tracks on here. Why? I know he's making the music that he wants to make, but remember what even got you to that point in the first place. Still, my bar wasn't set very high for this project. It's a Lil Yachty project. I expected this, but not to this degree. You ever been overly disappointed? It's like eating dinner from an aunt you know can't cook, but still getting food poisoning afterward. That's what this album was for me. Lil Yachty, Lil Boat 2. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if you got anything out of this project, if you enjoyed any of it. And if you did, let me know why in the comment section down below. We're not here to insult, we're here to understand. So if you want me to understand something, just say it in the comment section down below. Be chill. You can talk. There's other people in the comment section for you to talk to as well, so relax. Thank you for watching. It's been Shawn C. If you agree, cool. If you don't, cool. And I'll see you next time. Like the video, share the video, comment, all that good stuff. And I'm out. Peace.